Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again with another gameplay video, and this has to be one of the dumbest decks I've ever played. It really shouldn't work, but it does, and it's really good, and I don't even really like playing it or anything, but it is such a fast, aggressive deck in Pain Warlock, which is all about just trying to almost destroy yourself as fast as possible so you can cheat out Molten Giants, Imprisoned Horrors, copy them with your Forge of Wills, get out a Zilliax, which buffs your whole board, as we have the ticking module, which discounts for every minion on the board. It's already been nerfed, and it's still busted. Like, what are they doing? And your other minions have +1/+1, and win. And you can get more 0-mana minions with your Celestial Projectionist, and Elemental Geode is like the best card to get in the opener because you draw 2 cards, you self-damage, and even Malefic Rook is worth playing, as it's a 3-mana 5/6 that hits you in the face and lets you cheat out this stuff. It's important to note that even though Blood Treant does cost health instead of mana, it doesn't even discount Imprisoned Horror, but is absolutely worth running. And I'm going to highlight some games. I think I throw in a loss in there. I'm not sure. I went like even with the deck, trying to figure out. It's not a completely straightforward, and I'm playing at kind of highish ranks, but regardless, if you're looking for a deck to like a fast climb, fast games, and you kind of like that zoo-ish just scam deck, I don't know, a deck that actually runs Sheriff Barrel Brim, this might be the deck for you, but definitely not one I will probably be playing too much. And I promise I'll try to highlight some slower decks soon, but yeah, this is just a deck that's so ridiculous, I had to show it. So if you enjoy the games, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends. All right, first game, we got a Demon Hunter. This is post-patch, the nerf's gone live. The amazing new weekly quests are live. I have no idea what I should be keeping. The Mulligan stats all say it's a bad matchup, but that's based on prior stuff. So we'll see how we do against the nerf deck. My first game with this deck, I have not played it at all. Apparently Zilliax is good in your opener, but again, I don't know how reliable these numbers are. But yeah, this deck has shown serious promise. The numbers are pretty nuts. Like, you just cheat a lot of stats and go from there. It's probably like Sharpshooter or something. And yeah, you want to basically get yourself nice and low, play stuff for dirt cheap, and then up to kill your opponent. So we'll see how that goes. Demon Hunter's not what I want to see here, most likely. And fun and interactive, to say the least. But yeah, the 2 standout decks I'm looking at stat-wise, actually 3. I think Hunter, at least at lower rank, seems okay. And then we have, this deck is popping off. And we have Zarimi Priest. You know, a whole lot of fun and interactive stuff, but really early on. I'm going to have deck recommendations tomorrow and stuff, so we'll go from there. I guess I just play this. 3-mana 5/6, get my stats lower. My health lower. We do have healing in hand with Popgar. Okay, they are playing. Are they actually going to play? Oh, they could play Window Shopper for 3 mana. They just want. They're living in the past here. I see. Okay, so I can play this, which puts me at 10. I can play this for 0. I can then play this for 0. I can fracking because I have the mana. Get another giant. And hope we're not dead here. But yeah, it's a pretty balanced turn 4. I had a mana to spare. And yeah, it seems pretty good. They're playing a Window Shopper for 3 mana. I think they're completely dead. Like, why did they put Molten? The game is so messed up right now, man. Every deck is like this. It's crazy. Turn 4, how many stats is that? That's not okay, man. But I guess when we're winning, it's okay. As long as we win, of course. So yeah, it turns out the weapon's too slow, as they haven't even played it yet. But maybe they find a way. They only need a little bit of damage here. That probably doesn't do. They must have their own Zilliax. Okay, they got Rush. They got Rush here. So they kill the Zilliax. I still have a lot of damage on board. We have 24, 27. I think they're still dead. No, they're technically not dead, right? Technically still in this? Okay. Speaking too soon. They go face. They go face. Would that change anything? Does that change anything? Because I can pop Gar here. I can put them to... Oh, they're dead. Yeah, I just put them to 2. That was a fun game of Hearthstone. I like the back and forth combat we had, and a lot of mana cheated. How much mana did we cheat? Hearthstone, what are you doing? Yeah, literally my first game, I swear. First game of the deck, and yeah, we cheated a billion mana. All right, we got Hunter, so I'm assuming, I think it's safe to say that Hunter is going to be like the counter to this deck in a lot of ways, because you're putting your health very low, right? Like, Hunter can just kill you. So this is a deck that, yeah, you put your health low, they murder you. So there's like a fine line with everything. So we'll see how Hunter goes. These games are going to be like super short, so I feel like I should try to highlight. I think we'll try to highlight the games where we lose to the counter. So like we die to Hunter. I'll show it. Like I wanted to try and like, I know people never upload their losses, but I want to try and do that maybe a little bit more. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, like next turn already, we can get 6/6 of stats, draw 2 cards.
No one's going to believe this.
But yeah, they're gonna go pretty heavy in here on stats, and gonna be pretty rough. Worgen infiltrate, dude. We really have gone back to DGen times where we're Worgen infiltrating people. Share barrel brim, by the way, is in this deck. How about that? All right, well, we got to kill that. But yeah, there's also the old like risk of old Molten decks. Like, do I go face? Do I put them low? They can play Molten Giants. We'll see how that plays out. But I'm surprised. I wonder if Crescendo could ever make the cut in this deck. I guess you only really have Pop Card to make it work, but that'll be interesting. So again, we're super low here already, and they have stats on the board. Not sure the approach. I can clear almost everything and get this out as well. So I think we're gonna do that. It just feels suicidal, man. But I need stats, right? So we get this on the board. Like the Celestial, this card is becoming such an insane card in like a lot of decks, it feels like. Yeah, we're at 14 health. We're not applying a ton of pressure. Joe Battle Master in standard to like just smork your way there. By the way, why is I don't get the signature from this one? It's a weird looking signature. I'm fine with that. But maybe actually get use of my barrel brim signature. That'd be kind of nice. But yeah, we got a lot more stats on the board than them. I feel like you just play the 4 mana spell, go face, and kill me the next turn, no? Because we have no AoE. Outside the Symphony of Sins, which the only AoE nukes my own board. Alright, looks like they don't have it. They're just going to kill command and try and kill me next turn. So we are very low. So what we can do is Molten, copy the Molten, Cult Neophyte to try and stun lock them a little bit here, and hope they can't do 7 damage, and we basically have lethal represented here. I think that's the line. Leroy doesn't kill me. Unless I'm missing something. No, another very fun, long game. This is what this deck is. It's not fun control. It's not value. It's a scam, and so far, first 2 games, we're popping off pretty hard with it. All right, we got the other meta tyrant out there, Priest. You know, control priest, control with 1-drops and take another turn. I think we're supposed to be favored, but I have no idea. Stats are pretty limited on like Mulligan, but I do know one thing. I don't think I want any of these cards. I think we want some early game and self-damaging stuff, and Spirit Bomb is pretty nuts to get like the self-damaging effects and all that. I mean, 3 mana 5/6s? It's all right. So they play Miracle Salesman. I mean, any 1-drop, we're kind of annoyed, but that's fine. Flame Imp is more there for just hurting ourselves. All right, so we can coin Rusher if we want, draw 2 cards for nothing, while also getting the upside of a 3 mana 6/6, you know, just fair stuff. I mean, we're just gonna do that. Let's get max stats. This deck doesn't really have AoE if that's the deck we're facing. They just play minions and hope to scam that way, but Pip can do it. Pip is certainly a card that knows how to be a frustration. All right, well, they're getting some dragons. They don't really have AoE, they just have minions and then an extra turn. Their AoE is like Amanthul later in the game. So we don't have a lot here. I'm gonna fracking, see what we can get. Oh, I didn't realize I didn't have the mana. I thought I could play a 3. I forgot I coined last turn. All right, well, I think I'm gonna take this so that we can, I guess, draw more. I should have played the 5/6 here. That was definitely a mistake. And we'll just cycle more. And I think we can just go all face here. I'm just gonna go all face. I guess there's a possible Ziliax punish, but I think I just want to push the damage. You know, smart place, go face. But they're gonna trade for me anyways.
Starting the operation.
Quite likely, or I get punished by a Ziliax play. Okay, so they don't refresh their mana at least. Oh, there we go. We get punished by the top deck Ziliax. All right. Man, Hearthstone's in a good spot right now. These games are just so dumb. All right, well, let us play this to draw some more cards and get some rushers. So these can go into here. So I can deal 9 damage. I can't play the Flame Imp. I can deal 9 damage to myself, so I can't get this out either. Not sure if this really lines up great. But I do feel like I need to use this here. And we kill this. I think we're just sad about everything right now. Play a 0 mana 2/2. It's insane. Yeah, I don't know. He's already played 3 dragons. They have their quest reward in hand, so I probably just lose once they play 1 more dragon here. Yeah. So they can just take an extra turn now, right? They played, oh, 4 dragons. Not quite. Not quite, but I can't really deal with this board. But yeah, the games are just so insanely fast now. It's just... it's so crazy. Yeah, I can't really deal. I need like Symphony of Sins or something. Well, I guess that can do something. So I can kill this. Play that. Get this one out. Get a Molten Giant. But I don't see where... I think they've only played 4 dragons. They're holding Zarimi and 1 other card. If they have a 1-drop dragon, I'm always dead. Okay, they run Forge. Oh, they run that card? Okay. All right, well, getting low on health meant I died to 5 attack. Interesting to note. Okay, I'm gonna highlight some of the losses because these games are so fast. Maybe you could have seen a line that I could have played better. Just something to learn by. So got ourselves a Death Knight. Funny enough, Blood Treant, and Horde do not work, so you can't just play them both and play that out. I'm actually not entirely sure what I should keep here. Like, playing these don't do a lot on their own. You really need the other stuff to go with it. I'm gonna take a look at HS replay stats in more accurate, and it looks a lot more accurate, although it's like fine to keep one maybe. I don't know what we're doing here. I'm gonna keep one of each of these. Let's go with that. We'll see how it plays out. You live and learn. Again, I have not played a ton of this deck. Learning as we go along. I have a 0 mana 2/2. You only have that one, so yeah, right away we're at a spot where it's like I can put myself down pretty low. It's a tough call. I really don't know what I should do here. Just develop a 0 mana 2/2 into their 2/2 and push 4 so I don't discard it if I coin Trolley. I guess that's what we're gonna do. Seems high skill cap to me. So we don't know if we're facing Pure Plague or what. All right, let's get some stats on the board. So we've already developed 8/8 on the board by turn 3, and that's pretty tame for this deck, honestly. Last few games I've been playing, I have not been running very well. So we'll see if we rebound with this one. I can't get myself to show a Nature Shaman game. It just makes me sad. So no Nature Shaman game. Alright, so they don't kill my dudes. They only can kill one guy. It's not bad. And this really can get things going. I think we kill the card draw. Get nice and low. I mean, why not? Who needs health when you got the board? Now, there's probably a why not, which is Threads of Despair, because I think that basically clears. But you know what? We don't think. We just do. All right. No despair for us here. But I can't get this out, which is kind of a shame. Which is kind of a shame, but we'll just play this. Get going. Yeah, we're down to 8 health. This deck is so crazy. The lines you gotta try and toe with it is pretty nuts.
And serve your king.
So you can only kill one more minion unless they have like a Reska. So I'll be 2 off. Or no, we have lethal. That is just crazy. Just crazy. Fun. Skill heavy Hearthstone. Turn 5. GG. All right, we got our boy Fred from the other day. They were playing hand buff Paladin. I think we keep this hand. We want to get minions out. I think he was playing Excavate Paladin the other day. He's been climbing with it too. Oh, he's got the 1 mana 2/2 with upside. Blizzard. And I think we coin this, just get our draw going. Get our stuff going, I think. A 0 mana 2/2 that deals 5 damage to yourself. playable. Ridiculous. We can almost get Ziliax out. Which is pretty outrageous. Alright, I think we just tap here. Next turn we can cheat a billion stats and go from there. Hope we don't die. The usual strat with this deck. Just don't die! But yeah, this deck lacks AoE. Has like almost no healing. But it vomits stats insanely fast and then you can just win, so... He does play Excavates though. If he Excavates twice, he can turn his the Murloc and just destroy our board. So this probably a pretty hard matchup, I would think. Especially when they have the best one into the best two into Excavate 2 into the best reward off of it. It's not gonna help. It's not going to help. Alright, well, we're gonna play a lot of stats here. So we play our Malefic Rook. And 2 of these. And hope to not die. The usual story. They could have the hand buff weapon here. Do have 15 on board. Okay, Ziliax comes out dirt cheap now. We probably have to play defensively though. So we can go like location, Ziliax, we can fracking as well, since nothing costs mana. Can try hit like Molten Giant. Alright, yeah, we can definitely not play that. So these are all pretty useless for us. Molten Giant would have been very nice. And yeah, I hope that we're not dead again. We're definitely dead to Leroy. That is for sure. But yeah, this deck is like all about towing that very fine line of you're dead or you're not with your health total. Definitely not a deck I'm gonna play a lot, I can tell you that much. It's kind of interesting to showcase it, interesting to play it for a little bit, but man, it's kind of nerve-wracking to play this crap. And yeah, you kind of just lose a lot and sometimes you win. Games are incredibly fast. So we'll see what they got up their sleeve. I don't believe that is lethal. But they're just trying to kill me. Put me low. They could kill the Ziliax. That might be what they're considering here. Because they can bump in and then hit twice with this.
Let's do this.
I honestly don't know what the correct play. It depends on their hand, how much reach they have in their hand. Like, this deck doesn't even really have taunts. Alright, so they are going to kill the Zil. So that spends their whole turn. So we know they don't have Leroy, that's for sure. Let's try and get a Molten Giant, or just like Popgar. There we got Molten Giant. Yeah, we got a follower during the gameplay recording, not bad. So I actually can't make enough space to get another 8/8 with my rush. Right? Like I could play it, I could play the location, but it won't spawn. So I guess in case they have spells, this is the most stats. I'm gonna go with that. And we just full trade again, and I don't think we tap in case they top deck Leroy, and I just don't think I need the cards. I mean, he's using the Leroy skin. He's gonna run Leroy. Alright, no rush. So you can minimize 1. And he got no healing. So we have 15, 20. They're dead. They're actually dead on board. Right? 15, 21. Another high skill cap. Turn 6 lethal this time. So yeah, you can see how the deck is. I've played it quite a bit. It's probably takes some nuance to playing because like my record is like I think I'm 3-3 or whatever, 4-3. I'll put the record up, but overall it's definitely a powerhouse, and especially playing at lower ranks, I feel like you're gonna blow a lot of people out if you play this deck. So yeah, look out. Pain Warlock is definitely a real deck, and I kind of hope it doesn't last too long.